Hi, today I'm going to show you how to get into your Lexus key fob. Now, of course, this is to change the battery, a job you don't have to do that often. And because you don't have to do it that often, you sometimes forget, if you're getting old like me, you can't remember how you get into these things and you start to have to Google again. So I've made this video to remind myself exactly how to do this and to help anybody else that's stuck with trying to get into their key fob. This is from a Lexus is300h from 2016. Now, if you have any eyesight whatsoever, you will have spotted that there's this push to open, and maybe that's useful. If you choose the side that says push with a circle on, not the key side, because that doesn't do anything, you push down there and suddenly you pull your key ring and the key fob comes out. Lovely. Now, why is that important? Why can't I just slide something? Well, yeah, some key fobs you can just slide things, but this one, the key is the key to the key fob. Oof. And you'll find that there's this slot just in here that's exposed, which happens to be exactly the same size as the end of the key. And if you put in that slot, the key fob, and then you twist, you will expose some of the key fob. Now, if you're really lucky, that's just going to fly off and you're on your way. For me, this key fob seems to be really brittle. I don't know if that's because it's getting old now, 8 years old, but I had to wiggle down here and then turn left, and that suddenly prized up the end grips. As you can see, if you're interested, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I think that maybe 1, 2, no, that's just a placeholder. So there's 8 different places of contact there. So that's why it's actually quite hard to get these off. We're not done yet though. There is another clasp that's on top of the battery, which you can usually get off with your fingernail, but you could use a screwdriver if you have one. As for popping out the battery, mine was really stuck in when I first came to it, and I had to get the screwdriver to pull it out. But there is another technique, which is push down, lift up, because there's a spring underneath, spring-loaded contacts. So you can try that. Now, of course, you're going to replace your battery, and please make sure you dispose of these batteries responsibly. Children and pets pets most unlikely, but you never know. Children definitely could pick this up and just shove it in their mouth. Now, these things react with stomach acids, and it will eat through your baby's lining of their stomach. So do not leave these around. Dispose of them properly. Lecture over. I'm sure you already knew that, but you know, I have to make sure I say that just in case someone says, I followed your video and my dog died. Well, not my fault, buddy, you're an idiot. Okay. Putting it back, really simple, complete opposite of what we did, except we don't have to fiddle about with the key. Plus side up, doesn't really matter what rotation it has, it's all the same. This, however, does matter. You line up the straight line with a straight line. That goes on. Now, I've got a great technique for getting this back on, because sometimes this is quite difficult. Like, I can't push any one point here and there's no clicking going on. That's the first click, but it comes back up. It's not playing ball, is it? So with thumbs either side here, fingers either side there, boom, done. So that nice uniform pressure around the edges helped you. Of course, the key needs to go back home, and that's the top part here. Job done. Now you can test your remote. It probably would have been a good idea to test before you put the back on, just to make sure that you're not replacing a dead battery with another dead battery. And as a Brucey bonus tip, if you want to know how to disable your key fob, you can do that. So here's my key fob normally. Yeah, it's locking, it's unlocking. If you push the top button and then the middle button twice, you'll get some flashing lights. See? That's now telling me this key fob is inactive and no one can hijack the signal while that's happening. There you go. I hope that's been useful, and I hope someone else who needs their battery replacing and has been struggling with their key fob is now able to get rocking on the road and enjoy their driving. Okay, have fun, bye.